Chapter 13 Microsoft Outlook Basics. Hello students, welcome to the class. In this chapter, we will learn basic skills of Microsoft Outlook 2010. Key modules that we will study here are MS Outlook 2010, Overview and User Interface, Outlook Mail, Configuring an email account, composing and sending email, reply to or forward an email message, calendar, creating appointments, scheduling meetings, contacts, tasks and notes, exporting and importing items, backup, restore process, printing Outlook items. MS Outlook 2010 Overview. Microsoft Outlook is a personal information manager from Microsoft, available as a part of the Microsoft Office suite. Although often used mainly as an email application, it also includes a calendar, task manager, contact manager, note-taking, journal, and web browsing. From a redesigned look to advanced email organization, search, communication, and social networking features, Outlook 2010 provides you with a world-class experience to stay productive and in touch with your personal and business networks. MS Outlook 2010 User Interface. In Outlook 2010, the ribbon has replaced the former menus in the main Outlook window. Many Outlook settings that are not directly related to creating or managing Outlook items, such as print commands and account management options, are now shifted to Microsoft Office Backstage View. An improved conversation view is now available when you work with your messages. This view improves tracking and managing related messages, regardless of the folder that contains the messages. You can see the complete course of the conversation, including your responses, find the most recent responses, and more easily determine the message most important to you. You can also easily categorize or ignore a complete conversation. The Ignore button. The Ignore button added to Outlook is just what those of us who belong to lots of email discussion lists have been waiting for. It allows you to get rid of conversation threads that you are not interested in. Not only will it delete all messages in your inbox that belongs to the thread, but it will automatically delete any messages pertaining to that thread that come in later. Clean up conversation. Outlook 2010 also makes it easier to manage conversations. When you view messages in Conversation View, you can right-click a conversation title and select from a number of actions that you can perform. If you select Clean up Conversation, redundant messages in the conversation will be deleted. Quick Steps. Another great new Outlook feature is Quick Steps. This is a section on the ribbon's Home tab where you can create single-click links to perform tasks that normally require multiple steps. Instant Search Improvements. In Outlook 2010, it is easier to narrow your search results by using criteria such as sender, subject keywords, and other information such as the presence of attachments. The Search Tools Contextual tab includes a set of filters that efficiently focus your search to isolate the items that you want. Tip: MS Outlook 2010 is mostly used by business office users as it offers full compatibility with MS Office applications and syncs well with Windows operating systems. Mail. Add, configure an email account. Before you can send and receive email messages using Outlook 2010, you must add and configure an email account. If you have used an earlier version of Microsoft Outlook on the same computer where you have installed Outlook 2010, your account settings are automatically imported. About email accounts. Outlook supports Microsoft Exchange, POP3 and IMAP accounts. Your Internet Service Provider, that is ISP, or email administrator can give you the configuration information that you must have to set up your email account in Outlook. Email accounts are contained in a profile. A profile is made up of accounts, data files, and settings that specify where your email messages are saved. A new profile is created automatically when you run Outlook for the first time. Add an email account when you first start Outlook 2010. If you are new to Outlook or are installing Outlook 2010 on a new computer, the Auto Account Setup feature automatically starts and helps you configure account settings for your email accounts. This setup requires only your name, email address and password. If your email account can't be automatically configured, you must enter the required additional information manually. Start Outlook. When prompted to configure an email account, click Next. To add an email account, click Yes and then click Next. Enter your name, email address and password and then click Next. A progress indicator appears as your account is configured. The setup process can take several minutes. After the account is successfully added, you can add more accounts by clicking Add Another Account. To exit the Add New Account dialog box, click Finish. To add a personal Gmail account in addition to main account. Here's how you can easily add your Gmail account using POP, that is Post Office Protocol, to Outlook 2010. First step, log in into your Gmail account and go to your settings page. Under the Forwarding and POP IMAP tab, make sure POP is enabled. You can choose to enable POP access for all new mail that arrives from now on or for all mail in your Gmail account. On the second option, we suggest you to choose Keep Gmail's copy in the inbox so you can still access your email on the Gmail server. Second step, in Outlook, under Add Account section, manually enter. Choose Manual Configuration, your username, email address and login information. Under Server Information, enter in the following. Account type, POP3. Incoming mail server, pop.gmail.com. Outgoing mail server, smtp.gmail.com. Make sure to check Remember Password so you don't have to enter it every time. Third step, after the data is entered in, click on the More Settings button. Select the Outgoing Server tab and check My Outgoing Server, that is SMTP, requires authentication. Verify. Use same settings as My Incoming Mail Server is marked as well. Fourth step. Next, select the Advanced tab and enter the following information. Incoming server, POP3, $9.95. Outgoing server SMTP 587. Check. This server requires an encrypted connection SSL. Set use the following type of encrypted connection to TLS. Fifth step. Click OK to close the window and then click Next to finish setting up the account. Outlook will test your account settings to make sure everything will work. Click Close when this is finished. Gmail will be all ready to sync with Outlook 2010. Enjoy your Gmail account in Outlook, complete with fast indexed searching, conversation view, and more. Composing and sending mail. Outlook 2010 enables you to communicate with one or more recipients with a rich set of features and customizations. In Mail, on the Home tab, in the New group, click New Email. Keyboard shortcut. To create an email message, press Ctrl, Shift and M. In the subject box, type the subject of the message. Enter the recipient's email addresses or names in the to, CC or BCC box. Separate multiple recipients with a semicolon. To select recipients' names from a list in the address book, click to, CC or BCC and then click the names that you want. After you have composed the message, click Send. Adding an attachment in email message. Files can be attached to an email message. Also, other Outlook items such as messages, contacts, or tasks can be included with messages that you send. While Outlook doesn't have a preset limit, many internet service providers, that is ISPs, restrict the size of email messages that you can send, as well as the size of your email mailbox. For example, in Gmail, mailbox size is restricted to 15 GB. Attach a file to a message. Create a message. Or for an existing message, click Reply, Reply All, or Forward. In the Message window, on the Message tab, in the Include group, click Attach File. Browse to and click the file that you want to attach, and then click Insert. When composing a message, you can also attach files by using the commands on the Insert tab in the Include group, or drag files from folders on your computer and drop them on the Message window. Attach an Outlook item to a message. You can attach Outlook items such as other email messages, tasks, contacts, or calendar items to a message. This is the easiest way to forward multiple items or messages. Create a message. Or for an existing message, click Reply, Reply All, or Forward. In the Message window, on the Message tab, in the Include group, click Attach Item. Do any of these. Point to business card and then click Other business cards. Click a contact and then click OK. To select multiple contacts, press and hold Ctrl as you click each contact. Click Calendar, select the calendar, date range and detail to include. For advanced options, click Show. Click OK to add the calendar to your message. Browse through your folder list to find the folder that contains the item that you want to attach. Drag files from folders on your computer and drop them on the message window. Reduce the size of file attachments. The amount of reduction possible depends on the type of file format and content. For example, a notepad .txt file will compress considerably. A Microsoft Word 2010 document in the .docs file format is already compressed. Further compression will have little impact on the file size. Open Windows Explorer by clicking Start and then double-clicking Computer. Keyboard shortcut to open Windows Explorer. Press Windows logo key and E. Navigate to the folder that contains the file you want to send. Select a file. To select multiple files, press and hold Ctrl as you click each file. Right-click the selection, point to Send to, and then click Compressed, that is zipped folder. Select the newly created compressed file. The file name will match the original file's name but will have a different icon. If you have configured Windows to display file extensions, the file name will end with an extension of .zip. Point to Send to and then click Mail Recipient. A new Outlook message window appears. Open or save an email message attachment. You can open an attachment from the reading pane or from an open message. After opening and viewing an attachment, you may choose to save it to a disk drive. If a message has more than one attachment, you can save multiple attachments as a group or one at a time. To open an attachment, double-click the attachment. To save an attachment, click the attachment in the reading pane or the open message. On the Attachments tab, in the Actions group, click Save As. You can also right-click the attachment and then click Save As. Add an email signature to messages. You can create personalized signatures for your email messages that include text, images, your electronic business card, a logo, or even an image of your handwritten signature. To create a signature, open a new message. On the Message tab, in the Include group, click Signature and then click Signatures. On the Email Signature tab, click New. To add a signature in a new message, on the Message tab, in the Include group, click Signature and then click the signature that you want. Reply to or forward an email message. When you reply to an email message, the sender of the original message is automatically added in the To box. Similarly, when you use Reply All, a message is created and addressed to the sender and any additional recipients of the original message. Whichever you choose, you can change the recipients in the To, CC and BCC boxes. When you forward a message, the To, CC and BCC boxes are empty and you must enter at least one recipient. Reply to the sender or other recipients. You can reply to only the sender of a message or any combination of people who appear on the To and CC lines. You can also add new recipients. On the Home or Message tab, in the Respond group, click Reply, Reply All or Forward. To remove a name from the To and CC lines, click the name and then press Delete. To add a recipient, click in the To, CC or BCC box and enter the recipient. Compose your message and click Send. CC is shorthand for carbon copy. If you add a recipient to this box in an Outlook email message, a copy of the message is sent to that recipient, and the recipient's name is visible to other recipients of the message. BCC is shorthand for blind carbon copy. If you add a recipient to this box in an email message, a copy of the message is sent to that recipient, and the recipient's name is not visible to other recipients of the message. Tip: use your discretion when you click Reply All, especially when there are distribution lists or many recipients on your reply. It's often better to use Reply and then add only necessary recipients, or use Reply All but remove unnecessary recipients and distribution lists. Forward a message. When you forward a message, the message includes any attachments that were included with the original message. On the Home or Message tab, in the Respond group, click Forward. Enter recipients in the To, CC or BCC boxes. Compose your message and click Send. Tip: if you want to forward 2 or more messages to the same recipient as one message, in Mail, click one of the messages, press Ctrl and then click each additional message. On the Home tab in the Respond group, click Forward. Each message is forwarded as attachments in a new message. Setting an automatic reply. If you won't be able to answer your messages for several days, it's easy to set an automatic reply, also known as a vacation reply, which will automatically reply to any messages you receive. A vacation reply typically includes the date you plan to return and contact information while you are unavailable. To begin, click the File tab on the ribbon. Backstage view will appear. Locate and select Automatic Replies. The Automatic Replies dialog box will appear. From here, you can choose several options for your reply, including a time range and rules. Include a message for the reply and then click OK. Your reply will be automatically sent to any messages you receive. Tip: you can add as many personal accounts on your MS Outlook account. Advantages of adding other email accounts in Outlook are: one-stop shop access for all your important emails, all under one place, complete offline access of all downloaded emails, full MS Office compatibility, easy to insert tables, draft and update files using MS Office applications, full support of Microsoft tools. Calendar, appointments and meetings. Calendar, appointments and meetings. Outlook 2010 includes powerful scheduling features in Calendar View. From there, you can create appointments, arrange meetings, and manage your time. Calendar View makes it easy to schedule appointments and keep track of important dates, just like a desk calendar. But unlike a physical calendar, Calendar View allows you to quickly edit and rearrange your schedule whenever you want. While most frequently used in the workplace, Calendar View can also be helpful for managing a busy personal schedule on your home computer. To access Calendar View, locate and select the Calendar View tab in the lower left corner of the screen. Calendar View will appear. To create an appointment, locate and select the New Appointment command on the ribbon. The New Appointment dialog box will appear. Enter the desired information for the appointment. At the very least, you should include a subject, time and location. But you can also include lots of other information such as reminder preferences and detailed notes. When you are done entering the appointment information, click Save and Close. The appointment will be saved and added to your calendar. Recurring appointment. If you have a standing appointment, for example, a weekly staff meeting or lunch date every Wednesday, you can create a recurring appointment that will appear on your calendar automatically. Simply click the Recurrence command when scheduling an appointment and then choose how frequently the appointment should be scheduled. Appointment reminders. You can create reminders for your most important appointments, which can be easily helpful if you keep a busy schedule. For example, you might schedule a reminder for an important lunch date that would appear 30 minutes before the appointment. To create a reminder, simply set a reminder time on the ribbon when creating a new appointment. The reminder will appear in a pop-up dialog box at the scheduled time. Scheduling meetings. Once your calendar is shared with other users in your workplace, you can use your shared calendars to schedule meetings. To send a meeting request. A meeting is just like an appointment on your calendar, but with other attendees. To schedule a meeting, you must first send a meeting request. Locate and select the New Meeting command on the ribbon. The New Meeting dialog box will appear. Whenever you request a meeting, you'll actually be sending an email message to attendees. Enter attendees for the meeting into the To field as you would enter recipients in the Compose window of an email. Enter the information for the meeting. At the very least, you should include a subject, time, and location. You can also include a message as you would in an email. When you have finished entering meeting information, click Send. The meeting request will be sent to the selected attendees and the meeting will appear on your calendar. When your attendees accept the meeting request, the meeting will appear on their calendars as well. To accept a meeting request. When someone wants to schedule a meeting with you, you will receive a meeting request as an email message. You need to navigate to Mail View. Locate and select the meeting request. Click Accept at the top of the message and then choose your desired option from the drop-down menu. You can choose to either edit your reply or simply accept the meeting. The meeting will be added to your calendar. To set up a recurring meeting, on the Meeting tab in the Options group, click Recurrence. Choose the options for the recurrence pattern you want. And then click OK. When you add a recurrence pattern to a meeting request, the Meeting tab changes to Recurring Meeting. Tip: Outlook also offers Efficient Reminders utility. We suggest you also try to learn more about how to set meeting or appointment reminders on MS Outlook 2010. Contacts, Tasks, and Notes. Contacts view is the central place for all your contacts in Outlook 2010. Maintaining a detailed contact list will make sending emails and scheduling meetings much easier. The Contacts View interface. To access Contacts View, locate and select the Contacts View tab in the lower left corner of the screen. Contacts View will appear. Adding contacts. Contacts can be added by one of the following ways. You can manually enter information for each of your contacts. You can import existing lists of contacts from other accounts such as Gmail. If you already have several contacts saved with another account, this method can save you a lot of time and effort to add a new contact manually. From Contacts view, locate and select the New Contact command on the ribbon. The Contact dialog box will appear. Enter the contact information. At the very least, you should enter a first and last name as well as an email address. However, you can also enter other information like phone numbers, alternate email addresses, and more. When you are finished filling out the contact information, click Save and Close. The contact will be added to your contacts list. To import contacts. In order to import contacts to Outlook, you must first export those contacts to a file. Most commonly, a comma-separated value file, also known as CSV. Most email applications will provide instructions on how to export your existing contacts. Once you have exported your contacts, you are ready to import them to Outlook. Click the File tab on the ribbon. Backstage view will appear. Select Open. The Open options will appear. Select Import. The Import and Export wizard will appear. Follow the instructions to import contacts into Outlook. Create task. In Tasks, on the Home tab, in the New group, click New Task. Keyboard shortcut. To create a new task, press Ctrl, Shift and K. In the subject box, type a name for the task. You can add more detail in the task body. On the Task tab, in the Actions group, click Save and Close. To assign tasks. If you want to use Outlook 2010 to manage projects and tasks, you can assign tasks, also known as to-dos, to your contacts. Your contact will receive a notification about the task, and you will be notified when the task is completed. Click the desired contact, locate and select the More command on the ribbon. Then select Assign Task from the drop-down window. The task window will appear. Enter a subject as you would for an email message as well as a due date for the task. When you are finished entering information about the task, then click Send. Create a note. Notes are the electronic equivalent of paper sticky notes. You can use notes to jot down questions, ideas, reminders, and anything you would write on a paper. You can leave notes open on the screen while you work. This is convenient when you are using notes for saving information that you might need later, such as directions or text you want to reuse in other items or documents. You can create a note from any Outlook folder. In Notes, on the Home tab, in the New group, click New Note. Keyboard shortcut for creating a note. Press Ctrl, Shift and N. Type the text of the note. The note saves automatically. To close the note, click the note icon image in the upper left corner of the note window and then click Close. You can leave the note open while you work and drag it to any location on your screen for easier viewing. Tip: In addition to tasks and notes, Outlook also offers Journal utility to track, record various actions. Journal automatically records actions that you choose which relate to specific contacts and puts the action in a timeline view. You can use Journal to track Microsoft Outlook items such as email messages or meetings. It can also track other Microsoft Office files such as Word documents or Excel workbooks. Exporting and importing items. Backup, restore process. You can export your email and mail folders, calendar appointments, tasks, notes, and additional content from Outlook as a .pst file and import everything in one go onto a different computer or into another mail profile. The .pst file can be saved to other media as well with any form of data. However, they can only be opened within Outlook. Other programs will not be able to open a .pst file. Exporting mailbox content to a .pst file. With Outlook open, select the File tab in the upper left. Then the Options link. In the Outlook Options window that appears, select the Advanced link on the left, then the Export button to the lower right. In the Import and Export Wizard dialog box, select Export to a file. Then select Next. In the Export to a file dialog box, select Outlook data file, that is .pst. Then Next. In the Export Outlook data file dialog box, select the desired heading, usually your full name. Then select Include subfolders to include all folders for the account. Select the Next button. At the top of the Export Outlook data file window, in the Save Exported File as field, Outlook names the file backup.pst by default and displays the path for saving the file in your computer's Documents folder in a subfolder called Outlook Files. Select Finish to accept these default settings. Importing mailbox content from .pst file. Importing a .pst file allows you to merge items into one mailbox list of folders. Steps to import merge items from a .pst. With Outlook open, select File, Open, Import in upper left corner. From the Import and Export Wizard window, select Import from another program or file, then Next. In the Next window, select Outlook data file, that is .pst, then Next. You may need to use the scroll bar on the right to find this option. In the Import Personal Folders window, select Browse and locate your desired .pst file, then select the Next button. At the Next window, make sure that the topmost heading of the Outlook data file is selected and that the Include subfolders box is checked to include all items from the .pst file during the import. Leave the default import location selected. Import items into the same folder in Username. To merge email messages, tasks, etc. into the same folders of your current Outlook profile. Select Finish. Outlook imports the email, appointments, tasks, etc. into your current profile. Tip: Export and import is critical for backup and restore process in case of any issue with PC or network. Printing Outlook items. You can print individual items such as email messages, contacts or calendar items or larger views such as calendars, address books or content lists of mail folders. The procedure for printing is the same in mail, calendar or any other folders in Microsoft Outlook. All printing settings and functions are found in the Backstage view. Click the File tab to open the Backstage view. A print preview view is automatically provided to help you choose the settings and options that you want. Click an item or folder in Outlook that you want to print. Click the File tab. Click Print. Select the styles and options that you want. Under Settings, click the style that you want. A preview is shown in the preview pane unless you are printing multiple items. In this case, you are prompted to click Preview in the preview pane. When you are ready to print, click Print. To change the font, heading or other settings of the style that you want, under Printer, click Print Options and then on the Print dialog box under Print Style, click Define Styles. In the Define Print Styles dialog box, click Edit or double-click a style. In the Page Setup dialog box, you can update the font, heading or other settings. On the Print dialog box, click Print. If you want to specify individual pages or set of pages to be printed, under Printer, click Print Options and then on the Print dialog box. Under Print Range, click the options that you want. Click Print. Tip: Printing is integral part of Outlook as it is with all other MS Office tools. You must try various print styles and options during your practical class.